Oh, hello, AI Luna.
To everyone's audio. I'm
Check,
gonna
checks.
mute myself. Everybody go ahead and say something.
Checkity, check, check, check.
This game felt like it's gone on
Cat, I
forever.
do not audio at all.
Really?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You're there.
That's what I'm pretty sure.
Alrighty. You can't blame me for YouTube stupidity. Sometimes. Up. And I created a long enough game for us to play. I want to take force play off. I want more strategy in here. I apologize, stream. I'm about to send out invites, which means a bunch of stupid stuff on screen.
And joining.
Join, join.
There we go. And the wife fell asleep after I said, "Come join us in Uno." I see how it is. Start match. Oh boy, it's been a fucking week. Hello everybody and welcome to Some Salty Gamers podcast here on the Some Salty Gamers official channel. My name is Crimson Waters, aka Mitchell. Here with me today are my usual Heavy Sins 1911 and Monoshiro 24. Before anybody says anything, I would like to say sorry for us not being on. There were a couple emergencies. All this month, really. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but Jesus, it's been a hell of a month, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why am I getting skipped already?
I already did. Heavy.
Today's topics are kind of freelance. We have some things in mind that we've been wanting to talk about. We've come up with topics. Some of us have done some research on them. I lost that challenge.
Oh.
But we're here this week, and we should be back every week.
Should.
There will be a special stream tomorrow where it's just me and Heavy talking about some pretty hard topics, I guess, worldly topics. I wouldn't consider them hard, but maybe hard for some.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on where your perspective was.
So, that being said, I guess you guys can properly and formally reintroduce yourselves, and we can get started.
Ladies first.
Hey, I'm Monoshiro, or Cat, or however you prefer. Forgive me if I don't even sound joyous. It's been a very, very long week. And just trying to get back into the normal thing. Sorry we haven't really been on due to especially weather for me down here. It's been god awful.
Fucking eating my shit up right now.
What? Eating shit? What?
That took a turn.
You guys are absolutely eating my shit up right now. Like, I can't. How many cards I have?
I didn't hear eating shit up. I heard eating shit, and
Listen, you hear what you want to do. That's fine. It's all right.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I don't have enough coffee for this. All right. So anyway, I'm Heavy Sins, and yeah, that's about it. I've just been lazy.
I like eating, drinking, and petting my cats.
Not necessarily in that order.
There was some type of order to it.
This is true, there was.
Really?
Like I said, it's going to be sort of a freelance episode. I do have I think I'm just going to throw out a topic and see whatever we come up with, I guess. I hate you all right now. Gaming. This is Some Salty Gamers. We haven't talked much about gaming. I hate you again.
Are you kidding?
And I hate you so much. Oh look, somehow.
What? Go to hell.
Pudding just said, eat this.
What? I hit circle. Game?
Wasn't
Gaming.
good enough.
The first thing I actually do want to talk about, and it's pretty lighthearted, is Fall Guys. You guys haven't played the game to my knowledge, right?
No.
But you have seen gameplay of it, right?
Nope.
Yes.
Yes.
Only a little bit though.
I wanted to
no.
ask your opinion. You've seen some gameplay. We've all obviously heard about it. It's basically you're a shy guy, basically, and you play a series of mini games that awards you like TV star points or whatever, and it's just like a seasonal rank up type of game. What's a good way to sort of give an example of it? Like one of the Wario games where you just go through a series of mini games and that's it, or sort of like Mario Party. Yeah, that's pretty much the game, and it's a fun little game. It's cutesy, if not childish for the most part, but it's very addictive. And since we have varying opinions here, you've only seen a little bit of the game, right? There, Cat.
Only a little.
What's your opinion on the very little bit that you've seen?
Well, like I said, I can see how things like that can become addictive, honestly, because I've seen similar games to that. So, I really don't have too much of an opinion other than that it's pretty, I think it's pretty cool if you're into that sort of type of gaming. Pretty much. Because, I've seen games like that and it looks fun. Honestly, don't know how much time I would spend on it myself, but it looks pretty cool overall.
I have not played it with friends quite yet. I would assume there would be a lot of fucking salty moments given the nature of the game, because you obviously want to be first. You whore! Right back at you. Yes!
What?
Yes!
Both of you assholes. Both of you can sit on a stick.
Joke's on you, I'm already sitting on... never mind. A stick. It's fun. I haven't played it with friends yet, but I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot of salty moments involved in it. Quite honestly, like, if we all had it, I wouldn't have mind playing it with you guys this stream. I hate the AI in this game so much. I feel like I'm envisioning Heavy's hand, even though I don't have view of it. I don't know why I'm helping you out.
I don't know either.
You.
Damn it.
I hate you.
Had to get you out of here somehow.
I hate you.
But it's a fun game. The mechanics are a little janky. But like I said, I've had fun with it. Had a lot of fun with it.
Well, what could be an improvement since you've actually played it?
Hitboxes, and I guess the dive mechanic. I wish you kind of dove a little further. And I kind of wish the obstacles, some of them are kind of left up to chance. Like there's one where you go through an obstacle course and there's fans. And you have to go up a ramp that speeds you up and you can't stop. There's no like good way to time it. And it can really screw you over out of a run. I also wish that like you didn't bump into each other so much when you're jumping. Especially on the obstacle course where there's like imaginary doors or whatnot. Really fuck up a run because everybody has to squeeze through one door. I don't find it very fair, but there's honestly not much I would change about the game. Just add a little bit more courses, work on hitboxes, and we're good, you know.
Screw you, Heavy. Ah. Screw you, Heavy.
That being said, we should probably go into something a little bit more serious in terms of gaming, I guess.
Well, what games have you? I wanted to ask you guys, what games have you seen recently? I know because I don't know if you guys get alerts for certain games or anything, but has there any game that you've seen thus far that's supposed to be coming out that's caught your interest? Because for me, there's two. I saw the new trailer for the Suicide Squad game and the Avengers. Now, I don't normally pick games like that other than Injustice, but I've seen the gameplay for it, and it just makes me want it. Screw you, Heavy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get into that. Anyway, you were saying?
Let's not get into what? What happened here?
She's like, it really kind of makes me want to screw you, Heavy. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
God damn it.
I don't think it came out that way, but sorry if it did.
It kind of did. That's why I'm like, whoa. I'm not that kind of girl.
Oh, you're such a lie. You're definitely that kind of girl.
Shut up.
Is he that kind of girl?
At least you took me to dinner first.
I did?
In a crimp.
You took him to dinner?
It's a dinner to be remembered, sir. I mean,
exactly.
ma'am. Whatever your preference may be.
Your Highness would be just fine.
Game trailers.
Yeah, I mean, it says there any game that caught your eye thus far? I know they're putting out a few games.
The Gamescom stuff came out just yesterday. There's a lot of trailers that I definitely enjoyed. Ratchet and Clank being one of them. I'm very much so looking forward to the new Ratchet and Clank. I'm very much looking forward to Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh, me too. Oh, yes.
I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite. You know. You
Sid. I was about to call you a hooker, but that was hilarious.
Watch him skip me. I hit square. You.
Oh.
The only thing bothering me this run is this fucking AI, fam. Yes, all the beef. I'm looking forward to Fable. I'm not sure if it's a remake or a new game in the series, but I am definitely looking forward to it. I mean, so much was announced. I don't have all of them in my head right now, but there are a lot of titles out there I'm looking forward to. Do you remember the game trailer where it was like a lady, but she like gave birth or lost the baby to the spawn of Satan or whatnot, and like she's like a bridge between hell and earth.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I just don't know the name for that game.
It was a very interesting concept that I like really liked. There was a PvP game that they showed at Gamescom where it was like you have 25 seconds to do battle or something like that, and then you rewind that 25 seconds and replan your battle strategy. It was pretty nice, pretty interesting. I just can't remember any of the name of the games. I remember the descriptions of them. Just kind of ass backwards, but still.
Oh, damn. I hit the wrong button.
I fucking hate the lucky draws y'all are getting.
I mean, the only ones I'm really looking forward to are I Hate You So Much.
Yeah.
That was a good
Damn
call
it.
out.
Oh, this benefits me so much. Thank you, Heavy, actually.
The ones I'm looking forward to. I'm not gonna challenge that one. I'm not pushing my luck.
I would have challenged it.
I mean, I'm still looking forward to Cyberpunk,
Yes.
because I think that's gonna be amazing. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
What the hell?
I don't know if they showed anything about it at Gamescom, but when they did the PS5 reveal, I'm really looking forward to Stray.
Oh,
I
the
saw
cat
that.
game. Yes.
Yeah, that looks really interesting.
Damn, all those cards,
And
though.
what is it? Outriders.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
Outriders definitely looks interesting. Thing is, it's a true PvP game, and the only issue I have with those is you need people to play with.
True. I mean, I plan on getting Cyberpunk and Outriders for the PS5. Oh crap, I forgot. So I'll
PS5
definitely be throwing down on those.
Oh, he's gonna take it all the way.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
That wasn't quick enough.
I mean, there's just a slew of games that I'm just looking forward to.
Good game, sir.
Not as good as puddings, apparently.
There's a slew of games I'm looking forward to on Switch, on PlayStation, on Xbox. I mean, honestly, there's a decent lineup of games coming up for 2021, 2022, and it's hard not to be excited and have something that can take me away from Destiny.
I have a question for both of you since you play Destiny so much. What is your biggest problems with Destiny 2?
You're not moving.
Yeah, I know, it's not moving.
We broke the game.
Oh, jeez.
Sit here and break it for real.
We broke Uno, boys.
Yeah, You won over Dusty. That was the issue, sir. Dusty is meant to win.
Pudding is
Pudding.
sitting there going, wait a second, no, no, no. Does not compute.
Did we really just fucking break it?
We broke the game, bro.
God, it's because it's not moving. I can move the cards, but ain't nothing happening.
Well, Krim, I've officially broken every game we played.
I don't think that's fair. Can someone else create a lob? Never mind, I'll create it.
I mean, I can try.
No, I'm already here.
Okay. Well, my biggest gripe with Destiny 2. Oh boy.
Like the biggest, if you have.
Oh god,
That's a question.
that really is, because there's so much one that I like with it, but at the same time there's so much that they could drastically improve on, and especially with it going to next gen consoles. That's a big question.
Well, if anything, just free. What the hell?
Cat just disconnected.
I saw.
Play
Is there no way for me to bring her back in? No.
I don't know.
your round.
I mean, the loot grind can suck. Sometimes the loot grind can be absolutely atrocious.
They gonna start they shit heavy.
They really are.
You still there, Cap?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure your internet didn't completely dip.
Oh no, I'm still here.
It's
But,
been
like,
happening so much.
But no, I gotta say, like, the loot grind is probably a big part of what gets a lot of people upset with Destiny. And the PvP is definitely leaves a lot to be desired there. And I'm gonna go also and just say that we haven't had a good season, in my opinion, since what was it? Season of Opulence with the Menagerie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Season of Undying was nice to start. I really enjoyed, like, the little mode they had where we had to go in and...
Oh, the Vex Offensive?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good move. But it still wasn't as good as Season of Opulence. Because you and me have had this talk, Grim, with the slow release of content over time.
Yeah.
And you just disconnected.
I didn't, I left. I gotta get Cat back in here.
Okay. We haven't had a season like that since Season of Opulence. So I guess those are my biggest gripes with Destiny.
My biggest gripes with Destiny is not necessarily the loot grind, but how loot is spread out. I don't mind the idea of loot being locked behind a raid. My issue with that is if you're a solo player and you have nobody to raid with, how do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
It seems really unfair to players who, for lack of a better word, don't have friends, or end up in a system of Destiny elitists who have raided 90 billion times and you're trying to get your first one off. That is a huge, huge problem with me. You know, I've from 2014 when Destiny first dropped, I played everything alone. Wow. Okay. I hate all of you.
I didn't plan that.
Yes. Yes, I hear you in the background.
That's mine, cat. I'm sorry.
I mean, the community of Destiny can be both great and absolutely atrocious. Like, you'll run into some players who are more than happy to help you out. And then, like Krim said, you get those elitists.
Those assholes.
Who are gonna sit there and be like, you know, if you're a solo player, you go in there, you LFG for a raid, and you don't know what to do, they will, you know, send you an invite, find out you don't know anything, and then kick you out of the party.
Out of the raid in total.
Yeah.
I just don't find that fair. That's just one subset of systems that I have an issue with. The other is
Really?
the type of grind that they try to introduce for certain weapons. For instance, Mountaintop Recluse. They're good weapons. I understand skillful players should be allowed to have them, but what about those players who don't necessarily like PvP? How do they get access to those weapons?
And then, you know, to counter that with the typical BS that a lot of the community will throw out there, it's like, well, then they shouldn't they don't need them if they're not going to PvP. And that's something I've seen on plenty of threads.
I just don't think that's fair. Some people don't want to play PvP, you know. It's the same reason why, you know, you guys go into PvP, and this is just a generalization, and don't play single player games, you know.
Yeah.
I just point out, it looked like he threw a green over that.
I don't know what he threw out over that.
I don't think I like you AI pudding anymore.
Not that great when he's not on your team?
No, not really.
It's just one of those things. Like, there's a bunch of systems in place that don't benefit all the players like it should. The game should be catered to everybody, not to the PvP community, not to the raiding community, but to everybody. And when you restrict that, it makes the game less enjoyable for everybody.
Yeah, everything should be accessible to all players. Now, granted, it could be through severely different means. You know, like the mountaintop loose quests. Yes, those are typically through a lot of PvP grinding. However, there could be, I don't say there could be, there should be a way for your typical solo PvE only player who just wants to, you know, get these weapons but farm it out in a different way. Because that was a hell of a grind for Mountaintop.
One that I'm gonna do tonight, tomorrow, probably the rest of the week. Not looking forward to it.
It was not fun at all.
That's the thing about a grind. Like, some grinds are fun. Some grinds are very fun. Like, What's a good example of a grind that was fun? Crimson Days to get the bow.
Yeah, that was a blast.
I really enjoyed Crimson Days. And it wasn't a grindy grind, you know, it wasn't like, oh, you have to go here and kill 9,000 guardians in order to get it. You know.
Yeah, you don't have to grind out survival for 37 hours against every kind of sweat there is.
You know, like, yeah, it's just the gripes I have with Destiny are just general gripes. When they do content for endgame, it's not enough content. The content needs to be drip fed. You give things to players all at once, and it's just players are gonna tear through it.
Hey, Crumb, I'm sorry to interrupt, but guys, unfortunately, I have a family emergency I have to get to, so yeah, you guys have to continue on without me.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Right, do your thing.
Okay, sorry everybody, but hopefully I'll be back next week without any problems. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I will hopefully talk to you guys later, okay?
Alright, Kat.
Send me a text, Kat.
Alright, peace out, YouTube.
Peace out, the UB tubes. It's just general gripes that I have with Destiny in general, dude. I wish it was just better. There's no other way for me to describe it.
Well, we've had it before, you know, it's like, we know, like, we've been playing it long enough to where we are, I don't want to say, like, experts at the game by any means, but we've seen enough to understand that what the game needs to continue to thrive.
Yeah, definitely. For too long. For too long.
You know, and that's one of the things that's supposed to change with Beyond Light, because a lot of the strikes are getting vaulted.
But we're only getting one strike added from Beyond Light. Just one.
Yeah, but, you know, hopefully that the grind is going to change as well, because right now it's so bounty focused.
I mean, that's true. But I don't know, it's Destiny. Like, I'm expecting hardcore for the grind to be what it is at this point. I feel like it's never going to change. They'll be like, alright, we need to occupy players' time. How are we going to do that? Oh, let's just throw a bunch of tasks at them that they can do, and you know, bounties are great for leveling up, and I feel like that's sort of where the mindset is at.
It feels like it is, but at the same time, you're gonna have to give us more for each bounty. Like, I understand the XP and all that, but the player needs another reason to go.
I feel that.
You know, because you can sit there and grind, you know, just for example, you can sit there and grind out the Banshee bounties for your enhancement cores and your upgrade modules as much as you want, because that gives you something that you would need to further masterwork your gear. But once you have fully masterworked it, and you still have to grind.
Nice. Fuck.
Shit, I got no choice.
That's fine, he didn't have red. Alright.
But I don't know. I mean, aside from the grind and the way we feel it needs to change, and I don't know about how much of the community feels the exact same way. I'm pretty sure a lot of them do, hence why they're changing the grind. You know, I'm cautiously excited for it.
My predictions for Beyond Light are this. They're gonna add in a new super. We're gonna get a new story. And that's it.
You think so?
Yeah.
And what makes you say that?
In all my years of playing Destiny, it just seems to be the case. I mean, think about how long it took for us to get a different PvP mode besides Crucible. From
This is true.
From 2014 to probably like the 3rd or 4th season in Destiny 2. That's 2 years. So it took us 6 years to get another mode besides Crucible.
I mean that's fair. I agree with this. You know.
Each season we get more story. That's great and all. That's wonderful. But the core mechanics of the game, the core understanding of the game hasn't changed.
Yeah.
You know, that's it for me. Destiny is what it is, and I get it. You know, it's meant to be whatever way that it is. But give us things to keep the player interested.
Damn it. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing with any real. There might be a few outliers out there, but when it comes to the grind, question for you: do you feel, or do you think more games could benefit from something like how Division 1 had like the underground, resistance, and survival?
It's variety. Of course. It's part of what makes Fall Guys so fun. You're not always doing the same thing every time you get on. Granted, they only have a certain amount of like modes that you can play. But the fact that you can get on there and not start on the same like mission or same obstacle course, it brings that randomness and it brings that excitement. Or, you know, the Binding of Isaac. Every run is different.
Yeah.
Every run is different. Give us some of that variety. Every time we go into Gambit, you may get different enemies, but the core mechanic doesn't change. Kill enemies, get motes, bank motes. You may have that one person who's good at PvP on the other team, but guess what? We do too. And honestly, that's what decides the match. Not even the core mechanic of Gambit, which is banking motes.
This is very true.
This is what makes it upsetting for me. This is what makes Destiny sort of just fall back for me.
I get that. I mean, you know, with the Solstice grind, it just seems to have compounded it.
Right, it's the same thing. They didn't even give us a new activity for Solstice this year. You know how insulted I was? Like, they just brung the EAZ back.
They just bring back the EAZ and they're just like, here you go guys, suck it up, have fun.
Right, then
Get
it was
those
like,
Solstice packages.
oh, we're not going to give you rewards this year. The reward is the grind, basically. Like, fuck that.
Well, that's because they got so much backlash from just having a legendary Sparrow for doing all 3 characters last year.
I genuinely just don't care. They could have given me a fucking rare Sparrow. I don't care. Give me some reward. It's a grind. That's like you going into Division and doing the whole raid, and the raid doesn't reward you shit.
Well, that's typically how the Division raid goes. I mean, I had to get that raid exotic dropped for me by one of the guys who carried me through.
I just think it's rather insane.
Yo, yo.
Hey, you good?
Yeah, I am. I'll tell you more about it once this podcast is over.
We're only going for an hour today because dinner has to be made.
So you ended it already?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. What's for dinner?
I don't know yet. But it's gonna be something.
After this, I'm hitting my treadmill.
It's going to be something.
Man, Destiny has just been, as much as I love it, it's been a disappointment, and it's sad because it's the only game besides Division that I play that I find moderately interesting.
I get that. I mean, I still, for all its faults, I still love the Division. And the only other games I can possibly get into are just very linear, I guess you would say.
Like, I love Ghost
Right.
of Tsushima.
I wish I could get it, but I'm in a real tight spot.
Heard?
Mainly
Understood?
because I did something stupid that you know about.
I can't talk you out of dumb decisions if you don't tell me you're about to make them.
Well, I was gonna tell you, but
You knew I'd talk you out of it, so you decided against it.
no, actually, it just kind of happened one night while I was at work.
Oh god. When boredom takes over.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Oh shit, I finally get a turn? Yay.
They're kicking your ass, bro.
Well, I won the first round.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. That's something that the grind in any game really has to change.
Fuck. Why?
I wish I could. Just the sound of it is hilarious. I can't even. I'm not even watching, but the sound of it is just funny.
Oh man.
And that ties into some of the other stuff we were talking about, or some of the other topics we have proposed. You know, should raids be the way they are? What makes a good raid? Is it the loot at the end? Is it, you know, figuring out the mechanics? Is it the grind to find the perfect raid build?
I don't mind getting loot at the end of a raid. That's worth my time. But just like with RPGs, and a lot of especially MMORPGs, don't make it raid exclusive. I enjoy figuring out the mechanics of a raid in Destiny. I enjoy figuring out the mechanics for a raid in Division. I enjoy the challenge of the raid. All of that stuff is great. I love the boss fights in Destiny, not so much Division. I think the raid bosses in Division are really stupid. Personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which is better for raids, Division or Destiny?
Oh, Destiny by far.
Destiny has better raids. Just because I really don't think the developers of Division have an idea on how to do a good raid.
Fucking knew it. You son of a cock. I'm challenging that.
Good challenge.
You son of a cock.
You know,
Oh
Destiny's raids feel fair.
Like, if you get into it, everybody has a shot at it, you know?
Yeah. Alright, cool. I'll just sit here. That was probably the most epic, like, back and forth I've seen in a while.
Let's get Kat in here. You're joining us for the rest of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But that's the big thing with the difference between a Division raid and a Destiny raid. Destiny raids, you can get people together, have a good time, and everybody's got the same shot.
Right.
And you all have fun. Is suffering from the first raid in particular, because I haven't gotten through the second one. Bad design, bad mechanics, and a group of developers who just doesn't seem to care.
Pretty much. I feel like the Destiny raids are so well thought out a lot of the time. Just an example. Fucking King's Fall from Destiny 1, right? We had this DLC, the Taken King, right? We're over here fighting the father of Crota, Oryx, and there's this climactic ending to it where we fight Crota, and he takes all of the Taken energy from his sword and transfer it into himself. It goes into his throne world where he's most powerful. Now it's up to you, the Guardian, to go into that throne world and finally kill the Taken King. It already sounds like an epic journey. Alright?
It does.
Now, here's where things get super interesting. You go in there, and it's not just Crota in there. He has a bunch of his, like, lieutenants and bodyguards. And, he has these mechanics where you gotta step on plates or something to allow a lot of whatever's in his throne world to actually be damaged. You can't kill anything in his throne world without these mechanics. The enemies are so overpowered you literally can't do anything to them. I think that's dope.
It is. It's amazing, you know? And it fits in the Destiny universe.
Right. But I haven't even gotten to the climactic ending. You finally get to his throne room. And then it's not just some small Crota that you're fighting, right? It's this big old version of him that just, I don't know, it just looks epic. Other than the Division, and you fight some mechanical fucking dogs and call it a day.
I mean, the Division, it's not even that epic with the with the battles, you know. You got the first boss encounter in the first Division raid. There's so many mechanics that it's almost impossible to do your first time out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, could you describe Operation Dark Hours?
I can try. Basically, you're running a raid on the airport in Washington, D.C., where the in-game enemies have set up some specialized weapon. So you fight through your first area on the tarmac to get to the terminal, And when you get there, your first boss encounter, which is a heavy with a minigun, a AoE battering ram effect, more health than even, I think, Crota, or Oryx, for that matter.
Yeah.
And the mechanics are, one person has to get on a minigun, shoot his back, while another person shoots the guy's chest. Then he goes into damage phase.
Which only lasts, like, what, 5
seconds?
3 seconds? 2 or 3 seconds.
Not even 5. Like, think about that. Like, all the times we have attempted it, even with 8 people, it's only been maybe 3 or 4 seconds. And then he gets up, then you gotta repeat it, and if you don't take out the chest, he's gonna heal back up to full health, almost instantly.
Like, if your team doesn't have the DPS,
Really?
there's no getting past the first boss. They're just gonna keep making people draw 5, huh? That's how we're doing it? It's unfair. You can basically soft lock at the very first boss if you don't have the DPS. You can soft lock before you even hit the boss if you don't have the DPS, come and think of it, because of that first area.
That first area. I mean, it's just... The concept is good, the execution is horrible. I will forever think that. You know, it was a lofty potential. They just didn't make the... They didn't stick the landing.
Yeah. I said, if you make a raid fair, it's fair game for everybody. But when you make it for the most elite of the elite, it becomes a problem. Don't get me wrong. I think I fall in the category of Destiny elitists. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think you do. You know,
I'm just patient.
You're patient, but also you're willing to teach those of us who haven't done a raid. Like,
oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. Are you guys more than willing to teach somebody who doesn't know how to do it?
Yeah, I mean, you're running through it. We're teaching you. I mean, like, my wife's running through it. I'm teaching her. I just finished teaching Leviathan to everybody in the clan. Basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, we really don't mind.
Because I know it. Because I know it can be frustrating playing with people who don't necessarily know how to, what to do or anything. But that's why I know there's certain people who, kick people out of raids and everything just for that reason itself.
And those
This was smart.
those are
This was smart.
the people I consider elitists. Like, what was it? When we tried doing Garden of Salvation. Remember that one, Krim?
Fun.
And we LFG'd and that one guy joined up, and we told him we're still learning. Yeah, but he left after the first wipe.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, you guys suck, I'm out, basically. And I'm like, okay, that's not cool. That to me is an elitist.
It's just crazy to have that attitude, because you started somewhere as well,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We were all blueberries at some point.
We'll always be blueberries at some point. I mean, we're blueberry to someone, like, that's
That's what I'm saying,
That's fine. Whether you're a good blueberry or a blueberry who probably shouldn't touch Destiny, that's a different story.
But either way, that's just, if you're gonna be on LFG and look for a group, you gotta understand that you're gonna run into people who have not played that raid as much as you have, or there are people there who aren't as good as you.
Did I go out?
For some reason, you disconnected.
Yeah, you're gone. But we're about to end it here in like 8 minutes anyway.
Damn, I was on my last card too.
Oh, you know we were on teams. You did not help me whatsoever.
I know I did. I know.
She was just playing. I'm sitting here going, yes. Sitting here trying to make plays to help you. Just.
I had no idea. I was just going for it.
I could tell. I said, there's just, I don't know, there's just so much wrong. I just wish, I don't know, they just thought about all the players, that's all.
Yeah.
I get some players want a challenge, so then give them hard mode raids like they did in Destiny 1. You had the regular raids, and then they eventually came out with the hard mode raids, you know, for the elite of the elite. That makes sense to me. Or at least make some, like, give a matchmaking option for raids. You know how long I've been waiting to see a matchmate for raids in Destiny? Since the first fucking game. Since the first game. Since the first fucking raid.
And I don't think anybody does that. Does any game that has a raid have matchmaking?
Does it?
The Division was supposedly supposed to have it.
Yeah, well, we know how much Division lied.
I'm like praying you win this. There we go. Why did it even bother to flip it? It was over.
I don't know.
Alright, that's the match.
That was weird.
That's crazy to me. There's 2 minutes here left. I do think it is important at the end of each podcast to say something positive, especially in the world that we live in currently. And especially with the topics that we'll be talking about tomorrow, which will even more so highlight the world that we live in. Oh boy.
What time are you guys streaming?
Probably around 4. I want to make it early. Stream about an hour or two, and then once again it'll be trials for me.
Alright, we gonna do trials tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna do trials tonight.
What time?
My guy, probably like, I don't know, 9:30, 10. For me, it's like
So
9 o'clock your time. Yeah.
8:39. Okay, cool. Because I want to, like I said, I want to hit my treadmill.
All right. So, positive messages. Anyone?
Don't be a dick.
Definitely.
Or,
Stay safe out here. Stay safe out here, people. Respect each other. You know, this is tough times for people, and you know, for God's sakes, like I always say, especially people who are still not taking this virus seriously, wash your goddamn hands and stop going to parties.
I don't think it's a positive message per se, but I do write.
It is. It is positive. It means we'll all stay safe.
No. For me, I do write a little quote every day on this board I have in the room. It is, to prove yourself is to love yourself, for no one is more important than you. You know, the more you take care of yourself, the better your life.
Positive to me.
Take
Me
care
too.
and, you know, take it easy. This has been Some Salty Gamers official. Finally back after a 2-week hiatus. We apologize for that. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at DODETSUK. Dodetsuke, and you can also find me on Twitch at Crimson_Waters. Is there any plugins you guys would like to put in?
You can always catch me at Monoshiro24 on Twitch and other social media, and that's about it.
You can find me at HeavySins1911 on Instagram, and make fun of me as I go on a weight loss journey.
Oh, he finally plugged in something. I'll go on that journey with you, sir. We can do streams.
I am not streaming my fat ass working out.
Oh, I will stream my fat ass working out. My tits will flop to the ground, and you will be a witness.
You know what? You don't want to see these what's dragging on the ground. So.
Oh, okay.
I want to say something about that, but I can't because of my food menu choices tomorrow. So.
Oh my God.
Everyone.
Oh, God.
Good night, everyone.
Bleep, a bleep, a bleep, a bleep, a bleep. Good night, everybody. Take it easy.